Hey there, people of the interwebs. Stuff's falling. I'm Brandon Noel. This is Saturday morning cartooning. I'm a cartoonist. I cartoon. And every Saturday morning, I'm doing a video with a different me cartooning. And this month, because in June 2nd, Wonder Woman came out, so I guess all this month I'm doing the Wonder Woman. And please like, subscribe. I've been doing a bad job of plugging myself on other videos. But I have a podcast that comes out once monthly called the Bookies on iTunes, where it's me and a group of friends. We basically record our book club. Go check that out. I have a political cartoon series on Webtoon, and called Trumped. And go to DestinyComix.com for all my previous books, Mr. Cuddles series, 8-Bit Pulp, all the fun stuff I've done in the past. And this is Saturday morning cartooning. I'm going to try to get better at producing these videos. So like I said, all this month we're doing Wonder Woman. This I'm just having a little bit more fun, a little bit looser style. This is based off of I'm doing the New 52 costume. I liked the New 52. It was kind of a fun time in comics. The love and enthusiasm didn't carry on as far as I would have liked, and even DC kind of made some. They admitted they kind of made some mistakes, but yeah, that's kind of how things happen. Yeah, I was at Comic-Con the year the New 52 5 years ago. New 52 kind of was the new big sexy. And I was lucky enough to at the DC booth, they were selling these prints of all the new 52 covers, and I bought a packet of prints, but I was there at just the right time that I qualified for like a signing of a Jim Lee signing. So I have some of the old school New 52 covers as prints, and I have a Jim Lee autograph because of just lucky timing. But yeah, as a cartoonist, when I first started cartooning, I didn't like guidelines. I did not like them. I felt like I couldn't, maybe it's because I was making the lines too dark. I couldn't differentiate, I couldn't tell apart what was supposed to be a guideline and what was part of the actual finished drawing. But now, honestly, I use them all the time. It's just part of the learning curve of figuring out how to draw. Yeah, sometimes you have to realize you were doing something wrong for a long time before you can be like, oh yeah, this is why this works. And I leave in these sketches, I leave my guidelines in. As I mentioned on a previous video, I feel like it helps make this feel like an actual sketch. Versus a like it helps it maintain, like it feels a little bit rougher. And for a sketch, I like the rougher quality of it all. I don't remember the lines running up and down Wonder Woman's corset previously to the New 52. I think that might be something that came out around that time as far as the design goes. I know Jim Lee did all the designs for the New 52. I mentioned earlier in the month how there was a kind of a kerfuffle over when the New 52 came out, because Wonder Woman was wearing pants in some of the earlier promotional art and designs, and people got upset about her wearing pants versus the traditional shorts or whatever, and just shows kind of how ridiculous comic book fans can be that got upset over pants. I love my nerdom, I love my culture, but yeah, we can get a little ridiculous over goofy things. Honestly, it makes more sense, in my opinion, if Wonder Woman's wearing pants. Now she's wearing more of a war skirt thing, which looks kind of cool. Yeah, the character's gone through quite a bit of changes, just throughout comic book history. In the 70s, they thought they were doing her a favor by taking away her powers and making her learn karate and making her more of an Emma Peel spy character. Kind of one of the biggest mistakes in all of comic books. Gloria Stein, forgive me if I mispronounce her name, Steinberg? Gloria Steinberg, one of the heads of the feminist movement in the 70s, actually got in DC's face about, like, you've taken the power away from the only female superhero, and they're responsible, the feminist movement of the 70s is responsible for restoring Wonder Woman's powers, which is kind of cool when you actually think about it that way. It's the feminist movement who made Wonder Woman stronger in more ways than one. Personally, my favorite versions of Wonder Woman are closer to the Darwin Cook, somewhere between the Darwin Cook version and the Frank Miller version. I know a lot of people don't care for Frank's Wonder Woman, and I completely understand why. But yeah, I think a little bit of man-hating isn't not necessarily the wrong approach for Wonder Woman. I think it makes for good stories. It makes for interesting stories. But yeah, I understand why it's not everyone's favorite interpretation of the character. Darwin Cooks is incredible. Just go back and watch the animated adaptation that they did. Man, my brain, no worky. Yeah, but like, strong feminist interpretations of Wonder Woman, always kind of ones I enjoy. The Frank Miller one might take things a little too far, because that goes into actual man-hating. But that's what makes Frank Miller Frank Miller, is everything's cranked up to 11. You know? When you're reading a Frank Miller book, you just know you're going to get everything's cranked up to 11. Of course, I'm talking about Batman and Robin All-Star is when he tackled Wonder Woman. If she showed up in the newer Dark Knight stuff, I haven't read it. I haven't read any of the new Dark Knight material. I read the standalone where they handled the death of Jason Todd, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Even for me, there's some limits with Frank Miller. Bruce Timm in the, I forget which one of the special features of the Justice League, they were talking about how he always felt like Wonder Woman was the series they never got to do that he wanted to do. Like, they did the Batman standalone series, they did Superman standalone, but he always felt like they should have done a Wonder Woman standalone cartoon. With the popularity of the new movie, maybe that'll actually happen. Yeah, who knows? There you go. Yeah. So go see the new Wonder Woman movie if you haven't seen it. Yeah, since this is the, well, yeah, by now I think everyone's seen it. You know, this has kind of been my Wonder Woman month. I almost did Linda Carter this last sketch, but I had done a bunch of Linda Carter in sketch card form a while back. Yeah, if you ever see me at a convention, I have a folder of just sketch cards, and I've drawn my share of Linda Carter Wonder Woman's, and honestly, the design on her chest can be a pain in the butt to draw. It's a little bit more complicated than this. Wonder Woman. There you have it. Wonder Woman. So, have a, what's next month? I have a calendar right behind me. What am I talking about? And I can't see because I got stuff in front of it. Yeah, July, next month is July. I don't know what I'm going to be drawing just yet, but probably a little bit more cartoony stuff. Enjoyed my Wonder Woman month. Please like, subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, follow. Hit that, check out the Destiny Comix web page. It's Destiny Comix spelled with an X because I'm a 90s kid.com. Check out the Webtoon comics. Please like, subscribe. I have a Patreon. Still trying to figure out what you guys want from the Patreon. Maybe I'll do a thing where you get to choose the character I draw. I don't know. That sounds fun. So we'll figure that out. In the meantime, I am still trying to figure out Patreon. I threw a couple of things up there, but I honestly don't know what people want. So feel free, message me on Patreon like, hey, I'd like this. Hey, I'd like that. I'm still trying to figure all this out. But hey, I just want to say thank you and thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Again, like, subscribe, check out the podcast, Bookies, wherever podcasts are sold. And just have a good time. Bye.